drive with me. It's a very nice day out, so I have my windows down. What did I say? What did I say last week? It is looking up. Phil was wrong. He was wrong as shit. Ain't nobody listen to Phil. He doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. Honestly, I think everyone's just enjoying this lovely Monday as much as lovely a Monday could be. Tomorrow, I have to wake up at like 6:30 in the morning. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I've been waking up at 10, and I woke up today at 10 and then snoozed until 11 because for some reason my ringer wasn't on, so I was just sitting there until I was like, oh, something's nearby me. My windows are dirty, fuck. I don't know how my front window's clean. I don't know how that's clean. Who cleaned you? Who did a good deed and cleaned my fucking window? Because it wasn't me. No, and I forgot the song of the day for like, it was like 2 episodes ago. I forgot the song of the day because I tried to refresh it by doing 2 songs of the day, and then I don't know. I just keep forgetting certain things in the videos, and I'm just like, fuck it. Whatever happens, happens. I do them on Mondays, so I have the whole week. Because sometimes when you're in the middle of editing, like, okay, I can't remember what it's called, but like when you're driving and you're just in a trance, sometimes I get like that when I'm editing. Like I get too into a trance that I just lose all my momentum as to what I was doing. I'm ready for my paycheck. Wednesday isn't here yet, and it better be here soon.
Thank you for choosing Starbucks. How can I help you today?
Hi, I have a mobile order for Sprout.
For Sprout, it looks like we have the drink ready, but you can go forward.
Okay, thank you. I keep thinking of the one girl on TikTok who's like, hey Deeves. I did that wrong, but she's like, hey Deeves. I see her a lot. She's always like thrifting. She's always going places, and I'm wondering where she gets the money from. It's my turn. Yay.
Sprout?
Yep.
Are you gonna want a straw today?
Yes, please.
Okay. I love the dinosaur.
Thank you.
Here you go. Have a wonderful day.
You too. I forget that we can see him. The blondie has now become my favorite. When it's gone, I will be crying. Tears. Is that fucking good? Because what do you mean? Because this is something I didn't include in my video when I was talking about my childhood. When did I realize, like, who I was? Like, transgender, bisexual, all that shit. The first time I ever really questioned anything was my 8th grade year, which is the same year that Hamilton, that we watched Hamilton and all that kind of stuff that I've talked about before. Before that, I never really questioned it. Well, no, that's a lie. That's a fucking lie. That's a fat lie. First time I questioned anything, actually, the summer after my 6th grade year. Summer after my 6th grade year was when I had my first girlfriend, and both of our parents didn't really believe us, which made me question everything. And after that, I kind of figured out who I liked, and I never really put a label on it until 8th grade year when I started questioning my identity. 8th grade year, I started going by Sprout. Some people caught on to it, some people didn't. It was alright, because then freshman year when I moved on to a bigger high school who a bunch of people didn't know me, it was easier to go by the name. And I remember my English teacher at the time, and I understood why she said it, but at the time it was kind of irritating to hear it. She said, when I told her about it, she's like, are you sure? Because this is what everyone's gonna remember you by. I was like, yeah. Like, in my head I'm thinking, duh, but I get it, because there's a lot of people, for whatever reason, who will change their name that they go by. And I don't mean like they realize, oh, maybe I like this name better, and it's like months later. No, there's people who I know personally of the people who were at that high school who would change their name like every week or every day, it felt like, and it was hard to keep track. And I get it when you're experimenting with names, but this had been going on for years. And I'm confused how we haven't found something. Like, very severely confused how we haven't found something. Yeah, 8th grade year, I was like, shit. Different name. Between 8th grade and freshman year, I was trying to figure out my gender because I knew my name. I was like, okay, maybe I'm gender fluid. I think most of freshman year, I thought I was gender fluid. And I want to say halfway through, I realized, oh, I like he, him pronouns better. And I was like, is it just the pronouns or is there more something to it? And so I realized, oh shit, I'm trans. Not that it's a bad thing, but it was just the realization. And it took me a minute to fully realize it, to think about it, and then I realized how my life was going to be like, not just at that high school, but going forward. And it kind of broke my heart a little once I realized it, not because it's bad, but because of the fact that I was born as the last chance of my parents having a daughter, and I'm not a daughter. I won't have kids, but other than that, I would like to adopt, because I feel like that's such a beautiful thing to do. Maybe. When I first realized that I was like gender fluid in like the transgender family, I was 13. So I always think of that when I think of how long it's been since I've been out. I've been out as trans for 5 years. I'm on testosterone. I've been on testosterone since August of last year. I sometimes forget, because I'm supposed to do it every week, and I forget about it so often that I now have an alarm for it. Whoops. Anyways, but yeah, if you are trying to figure out who you are, you don't have to rush it. You never have to rush what you're feeling. Never do. That's when things get messy. You don't have to tell people unless you're ready. If you get added, of course, that's different. But I am proud to be who I am. I am proud to share it with the world, but it does not define me as a person. I'm not just a person who is transgender, just a person who is bisexual. I am more than that. It is just a part of me. It does not define my character. It does not define how I react to things. It just puts me in a demographic that a lot of people don't like. I've dealt with a lot of people throughout the years. I wasn't bullied super hard afterwards. Weirdly enough, okay, a lot of people were bullied. I was personally bullied when I was in elementary school, 3rd through 5th grade. And then when I moved on to middle school, 6th through 8th, it kind of stopped. So I was like, oh, okay. But I was never really like, I mean, I've been called names, but it was never nothing too serious. There's people who have called me a lesbian as an insult, and I have to sit there and laugh. Well, I don't have to sit there and laugh, but I do laugh, because it's funny to me. That of all of the names you think of calling me, you think of calling me a lesbian. But I think we've also come a long way. I'll include this too, just because I feel like that would be a whole separate video as well. My mental health journey has also been something that I have been working on. I knew something was wrong when COVID was going on. And when COVID was going on, that was like my 7th grade year. And whenever I tell people that, they're like, no, you're wrong. I don't know how. Because I distinctly remember going back in 8th grade and 7th, whatever. Anyways, but 7th grade year was the COVID year, and that's when I found out, well, that's when I realized that something wasn't feeling right with me. I, like most people, was isolated in my fucking room, and as a person, and mind you, that middle school's small, so used to having my very close group of friends, knowing everyone who's in the school, and then going from that to just being in my room, which my room was small. I fell down a hole of anxiety and depression. I think I have some form of neurodivergency. I'm not 100% on it, and I'm not diagnosed. I joke all the time that I have ADHD, but I have zero clue whether I do or not. And one thing that when I did have a therapist, me and my therapist discussed me having, but never like a full actual diagnosis, because it's a weird way to get it diagnosed. There's a disorder called depersonalization derealization disorder, which is something that can't really be like medicated like depression and anxiety can. Like whenever you space out and you're just not like there, that's how I am. But like most of the time, I very rarely feel like everything is real. It always feels like something isn't real. Whether it's myself, the things around me, or just all of it. That all plays into me figuring out who I was. For a while, I thought I had dissociative identity disorder, because I couldn't feel like what was going on, and I don't remember anything happening half the time. So I was like going insane thinking that I had multiple identities. And I'm like, help, guys, help. I don't remember anything from that time. I don't remember shit. And people who knew me back then were like, hey, you remember when you thought you had it? I'm like, yeah. I wonder why. I couldn't remember shit. People said I fucking faked it. Hell no. I don't remember any of it. I'll just hang back here. But yeah, all of that plays a role into who I am today, what I do, and all that stuff. It doesn't define me as a person. And I say that a lot about a lot of different things, because I feel like some people, when they grab hold of a label to use for themselves, they use it to identify everything that they do. Use it to define everything that they do, excuses, all that kind of stuff. And I just have a lot of opinions on that. Anyways, I hope you all have a great, lovely day. I love you guys. Oh, stay safe, take your meds, stay hydrated, well fed, well rested. Love you guys.